In 2025, the Trump administration has proposed significant changes to U.S. immigration policy, targeting several Asian countries due to concerns over national security, document integrity, and deportation cooperation. These measures could profoundly affect students, workers, and families from the affected nations. Below is a comprehensive overview of the 7 Asian countries under scrutiny. Number 7. Laos. In 2025, Laos has been placed under increased scrutiny by U.S. immigration authorities due to ongoing concerns about passport security and the lack of cooperation with deportations. U.S. officials report that Laotian authorities have issued travel documents to individuals with unverifiable identities, which poses a serious challenge for background checks and raises security risks. Additionally, Laos has been reluctant to accept deported nationals, even after their removal orders have been finalized in the U.S. This lack of cooperation forces U.S. immigration facilities to hold individuals for longer periods, creating operational and legal challenges. As a result of these issues, the U.S. has placed Laos in the orange category, which involves partial visa restrictions. This means Laotian citizens may face delays or denials when applying for tourist, student, or immigrant visas. These restrictions are especially concerning for Laotian American families and students who frequently travel between the two countries. Unless Laos improves its handling of identity documentation and becomes more cooperative in accepting deportees, these visa limitations may remain in place, or possibly expand further in the future. Cambodia. Cambodia is currently under a 60-day probationary period, yellow category, to address deficiencies in its security and vetting processes. The U.S. has raised concerns about Cambodia's human rights record and its cooperation in accepting deported nationals. Failure to make necessary improvements could result in Cambodia being moved to the orange category, leading to partial visa suspensions. Number 5. Myanmar. Myanmar is placed under the U.S. orange visa restriction category in 2025, signaling partial suspensions on various visa types due to major political and humanitarian concerns. Since the military coup in 2021, Myanmar has faced international criticism for its ongoing civil unrest, human rights violations, and lack of democratic governance. The United States has voiced deep concerns over the country's inability to provide reliable background checks, which are crucial for visa processing. Additionally, Myanmar has shown little cooperation in accepting deported nationals, often delaying or denying travel documents required for their return. This lack of collaboration increases pressure on U.S. immigration enforcement and detention systems. As a result, the U.S. has imposed partial visa restrictions affecting tourists, students, and immigrants. While not a total ban, these measures reflect a serious warning. For Myanmar to regain easier access to U.S. visas, it must demonstrate a commitment to stability, accountability, and international cooperation. Number 4. Thailand. Thailand is not currently listed under the U.S. proposed visa restriction tiers, but it has drawn international scrutiny due to past actions that raise concerns about its human rights record. In particular, the 2015 deportation of over 100 Uyghur refugees to China caused widespread condemnation. Human rights organizations and several Western countries criticized Thailand for failing to protect vulnerable individuals from possible persecution. While the U.S. has not imposed visa restrictions on Thailand, this incident continues to be a point of concern. It has sparked questions about the Thai government's commitment to refugee protections and international immigration norms. Though American citizens still enjoy travel to Thailand and diplomatic relations remain intact, any future actions perceived as neglecting human rights obligations could influence U.S. immigration policy toward the country. Thailand remains a popular destination and a key U.S. partner in Southeast Asia, but its handling of sensitive immigration issues will likely remain under watch. Number 3. Pakistan. Pakistan is currently classified in the orange category under the U.S. visa review system, indicating partial visa restrictions that may affect tourists, students, and immigrant visa applicants. This status is primarily due to security concerns and difficulties in verifying the identities of applicants during the visa process. U.S. authorities have flagged issues related to incomplete or unreliable documentation, which complicates background checks and raises national security concerns. Additionally, Pakistan has shown inconsistent cooperation in accepting deported nationals, with some cases delayed or rejected, further straining the U.S. immigration system. While Pakistan has not been subjected to a full visa ban, its orange tier designation reflects growing concerns. It signals the need for stronger cooperation on immigration matters, particularly in identity verification and repatriation procedures, to avoid further restrictions in the future. Number 2. Vietnam. Vietnam is not currently listed under the proposed U.S. travel ban tiers, but the country has drawn growing criticism for its reluctance to accept deported nationals, particularly individuals who fled to the United States decades ago during periods of war and political unrest. Many of these people have lived in America for most of their lives, often without acquiring citizenship, and are now facing removal proceedings. U.S. officials have expressed concern over Vietnam's inconsistent cooperation in facilitating the return of its nationals, which complicates enforcement of immigration laws and burdens the U.S. deportation system. Although no formal visa restrictions have been imposed yet, this ongoing issue has put Vietnam on the radar of U.S. immigration policymakers. If these diplomatic challenges persist, Vietnam's status could change in the future, potentially leading to stricter immigration reviews or visa limitations. For now, the situation remains under careful observation by U.S. authorities. Number 1. Afghanistan. Afghanistan has been designated under the red category, indicating a full suspension of visa services by the United States. This extreme measure comes in the wake of the Taliban's return to power in August 2021, which drastically altered the country's political and security landscape. Since then, the U.S. government has voiced deep concerns over Afghanistan's inability to conduct reliable background checks, a crucial element in processing visa applications and ensuring the safety of U.S. national security. One of the most pressing issues is Afghanistan's refusal to cooperate in the repatriation of deported nationals, many of whom have exhausted their legal options in the United States but cannot be returned due to the lack of formal diplomatic cooperation. This situation places a heavy burden on the U.S. immigration system, leading to indefinite detentions and legal complications. Additionally, the ongoing humanitarian crisis, collapse of civil infrastructure, and the erosion of women's rights and press freedom under Taliban rule have only worsened the country's global standing. As a result, the U.S. has implemented a complete visa ban, covering all categories: tourist, student, work, and immigrant visas, effectively halting legal travel between Afghanistan and the United States. Until there is a significant improvement in governance, international cooperation, and security verification systems, Afghanistan is likely to remain under one of the most restrictive immigration designations by the U.S. government. Implications of the proposed restrictions. The proposed travel bans and visa restrictions could have far-reaching consequences. Educational impact. Students from the affected countries may face difficulties obtaining or renewing visas, disrupting their academic pursuits in the U.S. Family separation. Families with members in the U.S. could experience prolonged separations due to visa denials or delays. Economic effects. Reduced immigration from these countries may impact sectors reliant on international students and workers, potentially leading to economic downturns in both the U.S. and the countries of origin. Diplomatic relations. The restrictions could strain diplomatic ties between the U.S. and the affected nations, complicating international cooperation on various fronts. These developments underscore the importance of monitoring immigration policies and understanding their broader implications on global mobility and international relations. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update on the changing world of international travel. Stay informed, stay safe, and see you in the next video.